sure will.
I'd like to make a motion to bring the June 20th, 2019 Bristol Borough School District Board meeting to order. Please rise and salute the flag. The pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Secretary, can we have a roll call attendance, please?
Mr. Polyathico,
Here.
Mr. Adamson,
Here.
Mr. Parolo, Mr. Ciccoletti,
I'm here. Mrs. Paglione is on her way. She had called me when we were in executive session.
Mr. Rusin,
Here.
Mr. Cullen,
Here.
Mr. D'Angelo,
Here.
and Mr. DeMarcus.
Here. Thank you. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion.
I would second that motion with the addition of two items G and H under personnel.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Carries. Dr. Schaefer?
Yes, with your permission, Mr. President, I asked Evan Van Schie to give a very brief report. I think you're going to be very impressed with some of the things that we're doing here in the district over the summer. Evan, do you want to come to the podium and just to hear what's happening with our program? You do have a list on your desk of what is happening over the summer. But there's a lot happening here in the district.
Good evening. My name's Evan Vanchi, as Tom Schaefer, Dr. Schaefer, just as you guys know. I am a project coordinator for the 21st Century grants here in the Bristol Borough School District. I won't take much of your time, just going to let you know the happenings this summer. Here at Snyder Girardi for our summer stream camp, we're running July 1st through August 8th, Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 2:30 p.m. We have a Persian theme this year, the Camp of Wonders. It has a Latin theme. Our performing arts section will be putting on a show on August 7th. Our camp is rising 1st through 8th grade Bristol Borough School District students and 5th through 8th for St. Mark's students. We have a few trips this summer provided by the Borough Council. 2 trips to Silver Lake Nature Center, 1 trip to Snipes Farms, a Grundy walking trip where they'll go over to the library, the Bristol Marsh walking trip, and a Corky Creek Family Day. We have various vendors coming into our camp this year. We have Franklin Institute, Heritage Nature Conservancy, Grundy Library, Cops and Kids, the Barrow Police Department, Snipes Farm, the YWCA, the Peace Center, Officer Yeager out of Falls Township, and Nova. We have a family involvement planning going on for our student staff kickball game and a parent relay race on August 6th. On August 7th, like I said, the Aladdin performance will be right here in the LGI. We'll be sending out formal invites to all of you. On August 8th is our Cork Creek Family Day, where we invite all the staff, all the camp counselors, campers and their families to come out for a barbecue at Cork Creek. We have a pavilion rented. We added an extra hour this year onto camp for social and emotional learning and drug and alcohol prevention programs. Snyder Girardi is also a free meal site for breakfast and lunch provided by the Archdiocese of Philadelphia Services, Nutritional Development Services. This is any child 18 years or younger can come to the cafeteria doors. We'll have a table set for them and they can receive a free meal, both breakfast and lunch. We've also provided a flyer for you guys if you guys know anybody who would be interested in those meal times. Breakfast is 8:30 to 9:30 and lunch is 10:30 to 12:30. This year I would like to go over our attendance has risen to 195 students signed up. Last year we had 160. That's about a 20% increase. Camps going on at the high school. We have credit recovery. That's for 9th through 12th grade, and that's going to be July 1st through August 8th. We have middle school remediation, 7th and 8th grade from July 1st to July 25th. We have a history and culture in our Miss clubs with Mike Lowley. They'll be going around to Bucks County in the Philadelphia area, learning all about the great history here in Pennsylvania. We have a work readiness program. This year their program's a little different. They're doing work at the high school, helping clean out lockers and clean out the gym. On their last day of camp, they're going to go to Sesame Place and learn about all the jobs that they have to offer at Sesame Place.
And if I could just interject there, they're all special needs students. And we extended to 3 weeks this week, Evan?
Yeah.
Compared to 1, yes.
Garden Club has 3 trips this year. They also run 3 weeks. One was to Philadelphia Art Museum, one's to Pegasus Therapeutic Riding Center in Philadelphia, and another one's Tyler State Driftwater Ventures. And that is ran by Bobby Moyer, a high school teacher at Driftwood, and Miss Doherty and Doug Braun run Garden Club. We have a college exploration camp starting out this year where students that are interested will see 2 different schools each day of the camp, Temple University and Holy Family, Bucks County Community College and Delaware Valley University, Villanova and Harcum College, and Penn State Abington and Gwendolyn Mercy University. We have Bucks County Lead to Exceed programs. This is 10 students paid through 21st Century. There'll be 2 different sections that they can apply for. One is Innovative Leadership, and the other is Leadership in Action. And lastly, happenings at the high school is an athletic combine. This is where we bring the sports teams into the weight room and test them on their athletic ability, but also teach them what it takes to go on to a higher level, what you need in an academic setting to achieve higher in an athletic setting.
And I just want to point out that the state has already acknowledged our program is probably second to none in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Am I correct, Evan?
Yes, so
State.
we had a monitoring visit over this year in April and March, and they were just blown away by the community support here in Bristol Borough. Whether it's the school board, the council, or the AOC, we just have so many people backing up these children's education that they just do not see that around the state or federally. 21st Century is a federal grant, and they were just blown away. We go to a conference every March in Harrisburg, and the same thing there too. They just don't see that anywhere. All the people willing to help and get these kids the education and the program needed. So we at 21st Century really thank all the support here in Bristol Borough, from the school board, from the council, and the AOC, and all the other ones.
That's right. And I just want to acknowledge, this has been all put together by Stacy Tantum and Evan. They've done a phenomenal job in putting this together. Really excellent job. And as I sent you an email about a week or so ago, we have received cohort 10.
Yes.
So currently now with all of our grants with 8, 9, and 10, we will have approximately $965,000 a year for after-school programs and summer programs.
For how many years?
So we are, and that's for at least, what, 5 years?
Cohort 10 is for 5 years. Yes, and we're going into year 5 of cohort 8 and year 3 of cohort 9.
Yeah. So we're in good shape for a while.
Great.
But thank you, Evan. Thank you.
Thank
very,
you so
very
much. Thank you for taking your time.
Thank you.
Tonight, we're going to vote on on accepting the district comprehensive plan. I would like to publicly thank Joanne Parati and everyone who assisted in writing the district comprehensive plan. For a small district, we probably have the highest number of people involved in writing the program in the county, which is really nice. I would like to congratulate Mr. D'Angelo. For those of you who are not aware, he's been re-elected to serve as the president of the Bucks County Intermediate Unit Board of Directors, and Mr. D'Angelo was re-elected by a unanimous vote 2 nights ago, correct, John?
I'll tell you, man,
Congratulations.
any board that would have me as a president, I don't know if I want to be on that board. But no, thank you.
No,
Thank you so much.
You serve us well, very
Great
well.
honor. It's a great honor.
And FYI, Dr. Minetti and I have a meeting as part of the transition process. It is going extremely well, and we'll continue to meet. A reminder that Jazz on the River, a fundraiser for the AOC, will be held on Friday, June 28th. And then finally, I'd like to thank everyone for all their support for me during my tenure as superintendent. I want to thank the Board of Education, the administration, Chris, Kelly, Paul Hetherington, our IT director, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say Jennifer, my administrative assistant. As a superintendent, I could not have asked for better people to work for in the past 5 years. So thank you very, very much.
Thanks, Tom.
That's it.
Okay. Public participation. Anybody like to speak?
I'm Breeza Rose. I got kicked out of Bristol last year, well, expelled from Bristol last year. I went to an alternative school this year. Mr. Zotto told me that I had to do a year at the alternative school, and then I kept calling back, like, in the middle of the school year, asking her if I could come back, and she told me to let her know, like, how I did at the end of the school year. I emailed you, Dr. Schaefer, but I don't know if, like, you got
And
it.
let me, before you, I did meet with Mrs. Rosado. She's going to be reaching out to you very shortly,
Oh, okay.
okay? All right.
Will she be able to return to school?
That, like I said, I want to, more than likely, yes. But like I said,
Okay,
yeah.
to add to
We're
that,
working on it,
She did
yes.
very well at CSF.
Yeah, I've
The
heard.
principal up there even questioned why she was there.
And we've already looked into it, so yeah, Mrs. Rosado's very happy.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I just want her to enjoy her
Yeah.
high school years. Okay, good. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Routine monthly business.
Okay, item 5, routine monthly business, item A. Motion to approve the minutes of the May 16th, 2019 meeting. Item B, approve the list of bills for the June 2019 meeting, and also approve the treasury report for May of 2019.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Okay, under new business, item 6. Item A, approve the final budget for the 2019-2020 fiscal year in the amount of $25,016,270.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti.
Just a quick comment, the only change in it, our bids have been received for our capital projects, so that went from 580,000 to 617, and that's the only change. Everything else is the same from the report I gave last month.
Thanks, Chris. Any questions?
So, Chris, this makes it how many years in a row without a tax increase?
2011 was the last time.
So basically 8
Eight.
years, 8 years in a row without a tax increase. And, you know, just so the public will know, there's sometimes you do a budget and you cut things out. And I know that Chris and Dr. Schaefer and the Budget Committee has worked hard, and we really haven't cut things out. What we've done is we've right-sized, and we've looked at our enrollment, we've looked at classes that were being offered, ones that weren't, and so this isn't just cutting stuff for the sake of not raising taxes. This is everybody working together and running our business like it should be run, rather than just say, well, add this, add that, add this. So it's really been 8 years of every year looking at what do we need, what don't we have, what isn't working, and what's not really a good use of taxpayer money. And so I just commend everybody on this board, and certainly Dr. Schaefer and Chris over the last 8 years, that every year you've taken the time to really be thoughtful and mindful of what this district needed, and we thank you for that.
Just Chris, what is the, I can't find it here, what was the amount that this is over last year's?
I think it's about 400,000. I think we were at 21 last year.
Well, just to give you an idea of what Mr. D'Angelo said, if you go back to 2015, the budget was $22,100,000.
So it's increased
So,
about
and it's increased by $3 million, and still we have not had to raise taxes. So,
And the big driver of that's obviously Peasers.
yeah,
5 years ago, the rate for Peasers was about 8%, now it's 34.
yeah. Now, so what's the story for next year?
It's stabilizing. It's only about a 0.5% increase. So now it's at the point where it's stabilizing.
Well, that's good news. Yeah, all right, good job. Second.
You have to do a roll call, though, right?
Mr. Poliafico?
Yes.
Mr. Adamson?
Yes.
Mr. Perolo absent. Mr. Chicoletti?
Yes.
Ms. Paglione?
Yes.
Mr. Rusin?
Yes.
Mr. Cullen?
Yes.
Mr. D'Angelo?
Yes.
And Mr. DeMarcus?
Yes.
Motion is passed.
Okay, item B, approve the resolution to levy real estate taxes at a rate of $15.40 per $100 of assessment.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Chicoletti. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item C, approve to reenact the resolution to levy the following taxes: real estate transfer tax at 1%, an amusement tax of 1%, and the occupational privilege tax of $10.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item D, approve the homestead rebate resolution.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti.
Chris, you'd like to explain that?
Sure, so homeowners each year can file before, I think the cutoff date's March 1st, to receive a discount on their home through the state in regards to their homestead, essentially.
Yeah, but once you
Isn't
do
that
it, you don't have to,
automatic? Wait a minute.
right, once you do it,
Yeah, once you do it, it
Right.
continues. You don't have to refile. Once you do it once, you're done.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've done it
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
Probably.
When you're a new homeowner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right, so,
so you never have to, you don't have to refile.
no.
Once it's done, it's done.
correct.
right, and so I,
by your wages,
No.
your earnings?
No.
No?
no, it's just, it actually started with the gambling. It was a portion of the money that the state gets from gambling. They take 30 or 40 $40 million and they proportionally give homeowners a discount. Now, it was supposed to be, when they first came up with it, it was supposed to eliminate, but it's probably between $200 and $400, depending on the assessed value of your house.
Yeah, so the district receives about $500,000, and then divide that by the total number of homes that are
Right.
homestead exempt, it's about $250.
It's
Right,
just,
and basically though, if you own a home in Bristol and you haven't filed it, you really should. And, you know, I mean, I think we probably are up around 90% of people that do it, but if you're just somebody who just bought a house, or if you own a home and you're not getting this homestead rebate on your tax bill, when you get your school tax bill, you know, it's too late to do it this year, but you can get your bill, when they get their bills, in like September, right? When you get your bill, look at it. If you're not getting a homestead rebate, you go to the school district, or you go to the
I think Anna.
you go to the
Tax
taxpayer, and they'll give you the paperwork that you can get it. So it's just a little bit of
just
money.
has that weird name. It sounds like you own a ranch or something,
Yeah.
not a homestead.
There are homesteads, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'm getting it or not.
Okay,
Okay.
You're right, it's on.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Okay. Item E, approved budget transfers for the 2018-2019 fiscal school year as per the attachment.
A second?
Second.
Mr. Chicoletti. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item F, approve the Bristol Borough School District Comprehensive Plan for the 3 years as required by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, and that needs a roll call.
I second.
Second, Mr. Chicoletti.
Mr. Poliafico?
Yes.
Mr. Adamson?
Yes.
Mr. Chicoletti?
Yes.
Ms. Paglione?
Yes.
Mr. Rusin?
Yes.
Mr. Cullen?
Yes.
Mr. D'Angelo?
Yes.
And Mr. DeMarcus?
Yes.
Motion is passed.
Okay, item G, approve the expulsion of a middle school student.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item H, approve the revised school calendar for the 2019-2020 school year.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item I, approve the awarded bid to Nicolaus Construction Company for seal coating of the elementary school parking lot at a cost not to exceed $48,990.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item J, approve the awarding bid to Five Star Paving for repair of the administrative building parking lot at a cost not to exceed $29,500.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. Any questions on this one? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item K, approve the awarded bid to Columbus Construction LLC for replacement of windows at the Bristol High School at a cost not to exceed $289,000.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. Any questions?
Chris, you just want to explain what's going on there?
Yeah, so the district is getting at the high school their front windows replaced and the side where their wood shop is. The district received 3 bids on the project, and the lowest bid was Columbus Construction LLC.
Is there a start date?
So they're looking around August 5th, and it's about a 3-week project, so it should be done before school starts.
Good.
Yeah, and just for the public, right, we, those, it's not the windows in front of the gymnasium, it's classroom windows all the way from the main entrance all the way down around to the Harrison Street, right? And those windows have been there basically since the
50
school was
years.
built.
50
right?
years.
And they're inefficient, and we figure, Chris, that the new windows will save
Save energy.
us some money
Yep.
on heating and cooling. And it's also going to make the building look a lot nicer. And so it's just part of the preventive maintenance, that this is one of the big ones. And we wanted to get this out of the way. And thankfully, we got a pretty good price on the bids. And hopefully we get it done by start of school.
Yep.
Okay?
Thanks, John. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Okay, let's go to item 7, personnel. Approve the appointment of the following applicants for summer work on an as-needed schedule at a rate of $10.25 per hour, no benefits, pending clearance and approval. Michelangelo, Dominic Berdecia, Jim Denny, Brandy Gallagher, Devin Gonzalez, Olga Loran, Danny Padilla, Jim Paul, Ryder Rigby, John Sabatini, and Salvatore Tassone.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item B, approve the appointment of the following ESY district assistants at the rate of $13.72 per hour, no benefits as per negotiated contract, effective July 8th to August 1, 2019. Amanda Baines, Trevor Leone.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item C, approve the appointment of the following day-to-day substitutes at $90 per day, no benefits, per the master agreement, effective for the 2019-2020 school year. Michelangelo, Trevor Leone, Kristen Malloy, Wayne Rabat.
Second.
Second by Mr. Chicoletti. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Mr. Chairman, approve the appointment of the following full-time music teacher salary and benefits as per the master's agreement, effective 2019-2020 school year. Melanie Snyder. I'd like to put a note on that, and we talked about this, that we're bringing in we're going to have 2 music teachers now, and I'd like to have a little evaluation of that process to see how it's going.
Okay.
I second.
Second. Mr. D'Angelo. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Item E, approve the appointment of the following as certified elementary teacher, 1-year position, salary and benefits as per the master agreement, effective 2019-2020 school year. Morgan Cullen.
Second.
Second by Ms. Paglione. Thank you. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Mr. Chairman,
you.
approve the appointment of the following supplemental positions, positions for the 2019-2020 school year, list attached. I don't have that list.
No, it's online.
Okay.
Can I get a
All
second?
right, that's good
I'll
enough.
second.
Mr. D'Angelo. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Okay, we have
Carries.
the addendums under personnel. Item G, approve permission to advertise for a district security guard at a rate of $17.76 per hour, no benefits, as per negotiated contract. This position is funded through an Act 44 2018 grant. The application deadline for this position is August 2nd.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Mr. Chicoletti? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Carries.
Item H, approve the salary for the 2019-2020 school year for Jim Denny to be $35,000.
Can I get a second?
Second, Mr. Denny is our security officer at both schools. He attends the athletic events at night. He does a wonderful job for us. I think we all agree with that, so
He's
This
gone
is a
2 years, 2 years without a raise.
2 years without a raise. And he is a licensed state constable. He does a great job for us.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Okay. IU representative?
Good evening. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the board and to thank Bristol Borough School District. This year we had 3 seniors in our Bucks IU Specialized Learning Support classroom over at the high school. One of those students was from Ben Salem School District, one from Bristol Township, and one Philadelphia School District. He happens to be a resident at Woods Services. And while all of these students had the option of participating in their district of residence graduation, Bristol Borough School District invited all 3 of these students to participate here in the graduation. And of course, you know, having received most of their instruction here and having made connections with faculty and peers, they really very much preferred to participate here in the graduation. It was a very big deal to them. In addition to their participation, the district also presented them with certificates of completion. And again, this meant the world to our staff, to our students, but most importantly to the families, the parents who got to come here and get that memory and that milestone for their students. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, can I just echo that? I mean, as we were given the diplomas, I reached to Tom and I said, you know, I know most of the kids. And he said, well, those kids are embedded in our district where their class is with the IU. And I just think that was a great thing, because I watched those kids when they went to give their parents a rose and the emotion there. And then afterwards, when all our kids, when the ceremony was over, they were interacting, and they really will. They spent their years here. And rather than send them back to, one of them was Ben Salem, and be one of 800 people that they never even knew, and just when they came up and shook their hand, they were proud to be. And I just think, again, in my role as the president of the IU, that's just such a simple and common sense thing and a really mindful thing. And there's just another part of the inclusion, another part of the great things that we do here at Bristol High. So I really want to thank and Dr. Greeley and Dr. Hoffman and all the teachers and Dr. Schaefer for including them in our ceremony. It was a great thing.
Well said. Okay, the next meeting will be August 15th, 2019. We won't have a meeting in July. I believe we're around the room. Any comments, Mr. Poliafco?
No.
Mr. Adamson?
Nothing tonight, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Chicoletti?
Yes, I know this will be Dr. Schaefer's last meeting, as he had mentioned. It's been a pleasure to work with you for the last, I guess, 25 years
Thank you.
we've been together.
Yes.
I wish you well in retirement.
Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy your retirement, and check in with us once in a while.
I will. Definitely will.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Mr. D'Angelo?
Yeah, Dr. Schaefer, you know, when you came to our district and Mr. Girardi passed away, you know, there were some big shoes to fill. And when you look, and I think that with the 21st century presentation that they made tonight and the things, and as you're going out the door, you have brought a lot of great things here, and you really, education has changed. And throughout all your career, one of your strongest points was that you never looked back at what was being done. You always looked and see, well, what has to be done? And you really are leaving us in a great place. And I just want to thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Pagliano?
Yes, I also want to thank Dr. Schaefer. We have worked very well together on the curriculum committee. I've been on the school board for 24 years. We have made great strides, and you have definitely been an asset to Bristol Borough School District.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Risen?
I just want to say thank you, Dr. Schaefer. No, I don't have anything else.
Mr. Cullen?
I'd like to thank Dr. Schaefer, too. I'm always the last one in line here, so I get but working with Dr. Schaefer for the last 20 years has been, you know, nothing but the best. And I actually remember his first year when he came in. I think my daughter Tiffany was in 6th grade, and I just remember she really, I don't know how to say, she really has a lot of respect for Dr. Schaefer. She always remembered him talking, and she always looked up to him. So I appreciate everything you've done for the school district.
Thank you.
That's all I have to say. Thank you.
My tenure hasn't been as long as some of you guys, but I've had the pleasure to work with Tom for a couple of years now, and big shoes to fill, and it's been a pleasure, really.
Thank you. It's been a
Mr.
pleasure.
Solicitor, anything?
Thank you. Well-deserved retirement. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.